What if you discovered a secret that could change your life forever? Picture a quiet town, Rivertown, where whispers of secrets rustle through the leaves and mysteries hang in the air like an unfinished story. In this town, there's a man named Jake Anderson. Jake's a car mechanic, a man of grease-stained overalls and the constant hum of power tools. Each day, he dreams of a life beyond the confines of his garage. One day, as the sun was bidding the sky goodbye, Jake's keen eyes spotted a glint beneath a tattered tarp in the junkyard. An air of anticipation wrapped around him as he unveiled the hidden treasure, a vintage car that seemed to defy the passage of time. Its metallic veins held stories untold, and Jake, with a heart full of excitement, decided to tow it to his garage. As the days melted into nights, Jake found himself absorbed in the restoration of this ancient vehicle. The suspense grew with each layer of dirt he wiped away, slowly revealing a masterpiece frozen in time. Each stroke of his hand seemed to breathe life back into the vehicle, its metallic heart beating stronger with each passing day. But this was more than just a car restoration project. It was a journey into the past, a pursuit of the unknown. This vehicle, lost in time, held a hidden compartment that would soon turn Jake's world upside down. Within its metallic veins was a relic, a priceless artifact encrusted with jewels and steeped in history. The discovery of the relic was a turning point for Jake. It was a secret that had lain dormant, waiting for the right moment to emerge. It held the promise of prosperity, of a life beyond the garage. But it also posed a challenge. Would Jake succumb to the whispers of greed, or would he rise above it? And so, under the veil of the night, Jake began his venture, oblivious to the secrets he was about to unearth. As the moonlight cast long shadows, Jake found himself at the crossroads of a journey that would either make him or break him. Little did he know that this was just the beginning. Imagine peeling away layers of time only to reveal a treasure that history itself had forgotten. This was the reality for Jake Anderson, the humble car mechanic of Rivertown, as he embarked on a journey of restoration and revelation. With each day that passed, Jake found himself more and more engrossed in the restoration of the vintage car. Every wipe of the cloth, every turn of the wrench seemed to breathe life back into the ancient vehicle. It was as if he were not just restoring a car, but resurrecting a piece of history. And the more he delved into the project, the more he felt an unexplainable connection to the vehicle, a growing fascination that went beyond mere curiosity. The climax of his journey arrived one fateful evening. As the last rays of the setting sun filtered into his garage, Jake discovered a hidden compartment within the car. Nestled within, like a secret waiting to be told, was an artifact that glittered in the dim light. A priceless relic, encrusted with jewels and steeped in history. The sight of it sent a whirlwind of emotions coursing through him. Awe, disbelief, excitement, all converged in his heart, leaving him breathless. Here, in the quiet of his garage, he held in his hands a fragment of time, a treasure that the world had forgotten. But with the revelation came a barrage of questions. Where did it come from? Who had hidden it? And most importantly, what was he to do with it? It was a priceless artifact, one that held the potential to change his life forever. But it was also a responsibility, a decision that weighed heavily on his conscience. In the quiet of his garage, Jake held in his hands not just a relic, but a decision that could alter his life. A decision that would set off a series of events, unfolding a tale of suspense and intrigue that would leave the quiet town of Rivertown on the edge of its seat. Would you let go of a golden opportunity, or would you grasp it with both hands? Consequences be damned. This question echoed in Jake's mind as he stared at the relic, its jewels glittering under the harsh garage lights. The artifact, a silent witness to centuries of history, now lay in the hands of a humble mechanic, its fate intertwined with his. Jake was no stranger to hard choices, but this was unlike any he had faced before. The relic was more than just a treasure. It was a ticket to a life he'd only dreamed about, a life free from financial struggles where his family could thrive. It was a chance to bring prosperity to not just his loved ones, but his entire community. Yet, as the allure of wealth and comfort danced in front of his eyes, a nagging sense of unease tugged at the edges of his conscience. The relic was not his to sell. It was a piece of history, a story meant to be told, not a commodity to be traded. His heart pounded in his chest as he grappled with the moral dilemma, the relic gleaming ominously in the quiet garage. In the end, he chose to sell. With a heavy heart, he made his decision, hoping that the benefits outweighed the potential repercussions. His hands shook as he locked the precious artifact away, ready for its journey into the unknown. With a heavy heart, Jake stepped into the world of antiquities, a relic in hand, and an uncertain future ahead. The choices we make, they echo in our lives, don't they? The echoes of Jake's decision resonated like a bell tolling through the quiet lanes of Rivertown. The sale of the relic brought prosperity, yes, but it also brought a wave of change. New faces appeared, attracted by the town's newfound wealth. Old establishments gave way to modern structures, altering the familiar landscape. Jake, once a simple car mechanic, found himself navigating a whirlwind of attention and expectation. Yet the weight of the relic's secret bore heavily upon him. It was a dark secret, one that had been hidden for years within the metallic veins of the vintage car. A secret that now, like an unwelcome shadow, followed Jake, casting a pall over his newfound prosperity. The relic, it turned out, was not just a treasure, it was a key to a history long forgotten, a history steeped in power and darkness, a history that threatened to repeat itself, drawn out by the glint of greed in the eyes of those who now knew of its existence. Jake found himself caught in a vortex of events, his life entwined with the relic's past in ways he could never have imagined. Betrayals, alliances, and unexpected alliances unfolded, leaving Jake and Rivertown forever marked by the ancient car that had both cursed and blessed his life. In the end, Jake's choice had consequences that rippled through the fabric of the community, leaving behind a story that would be whispered through the rustling leaves of Rivertown for generations to come.